Hello, my friends. I'm your friend Kevin, and this is your Divine Daily Blast. We are in an Angel Numerology number 5 day today. What does that even mean? Changes are coming and advanced. Well, we get this that comes up about every 10 days. Advanced messages that changes are coming. Well, they're ongoing. So, what I'd like for you to look at is try to find things to look at in a different way. Today, particularly because we've entered the last quarter moon and it's in the sign of Leo. Some people may be challenged with being assertive or standing up for themselves or standing their ground. Others, however, have a challenge in backing down. Either way, if you fall into the latter group where you want to stand your ground, dig your heels in, be a bit stubborn, mind how you go. Because remember, these moon cycles, last quarter moon is letting go, allowing resentments, challenges, quarrels, disappointments, all of these things, let them wash underneath the bridge and go away. The tendency is to do the opposite, is to dig our heels in, to become defiant. However, Mercury and Mars are meeting under this last quarter moon in Leo. So we really should dig into our gratitude practice instead of being in a grumbling mode. Hope that makes sense. Number 5, Angel Numerology Day looks at new opportunities that are coming, represents new visions, represents new plans for the future. Call upon Archangel Michael for protection, Archangel Uriel for insight, and Archangel Gabriel to help you push forward. So you're not stuck in the rut of repeating things. Okay. Isms. I am patience and forgiveness. That's letting go. That's releasing. That's saying, no more. I can't be dealing with this. Let's move on. I am generating and radiating the vibrational energy of joy, always. Abundance and love. Oh, yes, I am. Love is my compass needle. This is the love. Being on the really good end of the bookshelf is where we should be heading. Let's see. A message from the guardian angels. Ask us to help you focus on every experience that brings a smile or a laugh. Then watch those moments multiply exponentially. I find joy in the simplest moments of life. I have power over my own happiness. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And when you invoke that power, whether it's, watching something that's inspiring on TV, whether it is crafting, whether it's getting into crafts, maybe you want to find a craft that you could get into. Today will be the day to start looking at those things, particularly if you have not done it before. Our friend of the channel, Miss Vicky Loper, started painting furniture, and then she got inspired to paint shoes and talks about, painting. Her thing is paint, creating. Making something that didn't exist yesterday into something that exists today. This is how we evolve. This is how we grow. Many of you go out in nature. You notice what nature's doing. You notice what the weather's doing. You notice what the ground is doing. You are with the earth. You're with what's happening. You're not caught up in your head with all this heady nonsense about what she's doing, what they said, what this person's doing, what that person said. No, done. We have Archangel Gabriel healing the child within. The activation message is, I let healing and light reach all parts of myself. And the card basically says there are parts of yourself that had to be abandoned, particularly in your early years, so that you could survive this physical world. But now it is essential to reclaim all those parts in order for you to thrive. The child within requires some tender, loving care at this time, so let them come to the surface. and express all that needs to be shared. Hold them, your inner child, with compassion and give them radical healing, understanding, and love. Love, 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 love. That is what the world needs now. I think that's a song, isn't it? Song by somebody. What the world needs now is love, love, love. It's the only thing that we've got too little of. Oh my gosh, I could go on. I don't even know who sang it. Sounds like Petula Clark, but I don't know. There we go. Lady Nada, expand your heart. All about openness, liberation. Let yourself be loved. Let yourself love others. Love. This is what it is. Have an adventure with love. Have an adventure with your own love. Have an adventure with your own childish love. And here I did a shuffle this morning and this one just shot out. I was doing my whole, when I shuffle these cards, I tell what date it is. Angels of love and fairies of life, come in. And the shine from within showed up. Here we have this beautiful little girl. She's saying that looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, from that place of love. And it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. What else can I think about shining from within? So I can give you something to send on your day so that you aren't on the back foot, but you're on the front foot. Fairy glamour is a form of magic used to make something appear different from what it really is. It's seen in many fairy tales, such as Cinderella, Snow White, where fairy glamour is used by the evil queen to disguise herself as an old crone. In its simplest form, fairy glamour often involves using cosmetics to give the appearance of being more beautiful, more youthful. In spiritual terms, it can mean you're showing one face to the world while keeping your true face hidden. Sometimes it's important to do this, particularly if you feel threatened. But usually it's because you fear. You fear being seen for who you truly are. This comes down to learning to love yourself more. Not in a selfish way, but in a self-accepting way. Once you're able to accept yourself, others will accept you too, as they are merely a reflection of what we need to think and feel about ourselves. So this card today may also be asking you to reflect on when you last wore a glamorous outfit, or when you last went to the hair salon. If you're neglecting yourself because of a busy job or a busy home life, well, remember that making time for you is essential. Even just escaping for half an hour and taking a luxurious bath, that can help you feel uplifted. It can help you feel energized. Feeling good about yourself, no matter what your age, is beneficial, not just for you, but also for those around you, especially younger people. The younger people strongly influenced by the behavior of the adults around them. So this card comes today to be asking if someone is trying to pull the wool over your eyes and appearing as someone other than themselves. I think that speaks to authenticity. I definitely think that speaks to authenticity. I think it speaks to being our true self means having an adventure with who we really are. Being adventurous in loving that side of ourselves, loving the creative side of ourselves. Because the fearful side of who we are, the one that's scared of coming out, I went through that recently, becoming Miss Bloomers. She makes me laugh and she makes me giggle, but it's a part of who I am. It's a part that for so long I hid behind the mask and wouldn't let that side of myself come out. The creative side, the fun side, the side that wants to bring frivolity and joy. And then I made up more and more and more excuses. Why not? Too old, that's what I'm doing now. Didn't quite get the makeup right because I kept comparing myself with other people who did it. And they look so phenomenal. They looked amazing. They looked glamorous. They looked, oh my goodness. And I've spent most of this year, a lot of my off time, instead of digging into the nonsense, because it makes no sense, news cycle. I'm not discounting what's happening, trying to find a way to frame this. There's an awful lot of discord, disharmony, certainly not love. There's a lot of control going on. There's certainly a lot of narratives to put people in the fear bucket. So I spent time looking at things that was transformative. I think I shared with you back in the summer that show on Channel 4, which is a British TV show, Drag SOS. The family Gorgeous, who were a hodgepodge of people that went around transforming the lives, the energy, the spirit of other people, just making them see themselves for being expressive, for being fun. And I think that's why many young people, youngsters, as early as 3, 4, 5, parts of 6 years old, they get into the fun of dress up. And they get into the fun of becoming something. Not outside themselves, but extended from themselves. You see their true spirit and their soul come to life. This is what we all strive to do. Find the child within, the little boy, the little girl, the little person that wants to play dress up, that wants to do something incredible with their lives. And then go do it. All right, my friends, that's it from me. I'll be back tomorrow with another one. Until then, have fun. Dig into your heart. Love yourself for who you are, all of who you are. Bye for now.